Hey, welcome. Thank you so much for joining, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. My name is Jousy Joshua Kooko. This is the HardLock Podcast, episode number 7. We want to apologize seriously because last week we were unable to come here because of one or two issues technically, so we're unable to come here. But I hope that you guys had a nice break and we're here back once again with your guy, Viaras One Stone, joining us later on here. But ladies and gentlemen, before we do anything, let's run the intro of the show and I will be right back. Welcome back from the intro, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining one more time. This is the HardLock Podcast. For those who are joining for the very first time, I want to thank you so much for the support. Those who are dropping comments on Facebook and YouTube and everywhere and meeting me physically, telling me how good this is. I want to say thank you so much for doing that. We are at Triplex Hotels right now, ladies and gentlemen. The background, amazing place. So we keep doing a few changes so that you can be able to appreciate where we are and see every angle of Triplex Hotels. And that's where we are right now. And also not forgetting Salim, that is Big Time Computers Limited. Point photography for your photos. If you want to take amazing photos, you always know where to go. He's the guy behind the camera, so you should know he's doing an amazing work. Let's run the intro over the segment Good, Downright Ugly. And ladies and gentlemen, I have an amazing story for you up next. Now, starting with the national story, ladies and gentlemen, we're speaking about Nessim Pandebit. Ugandan music producer and sound engineer Nessim has made it to actually the top 10 list of Africa's finest producers on the continent. Now, the list really, which has been compiled based majorly on accolades accumulated, hit songs produced and nominations scooped by the renowned producers, is everywhere on social media. Now, it has been really dominated by South and West African producers, and the list is thanking a lot of the producers for doing an amazing work. And the list, like I said, is really full of South Africa and West African producers. For example, on number 1, we have Master KG from South Africa, we have Saz from Nigeria, and we have Lisa Classic, we have DJ Maphorisa. I've always failed to pronounce that guy's name. So we have DJ Maphorisa at number 4 from South Africa, and so many other names. So it's a big thing for Nessim, and I really wish him all the best. Now, starting the week, we had a very sad news last week. Actually, 2 sad stories, and I'm going to share with you guys today as well. Now, we had Takeoff, that is the 3rd member of Migos, alongside the rappers of Quavo actually and Offset. The man actually died last week. Now, the 28-year-old rapper, real names of Kashnik Carry Ball, was fatally shot at a bowling alley in Houston, where he and Quavo were actually playing dice around 2:30 a.m. in the morning. And Takeoff was pronounced dead immediately at the scene, and there were 2 other people who were also taken to hospital because they were also shot as well. And now his record label, they released a statement on Twitter and said, yes, this guy died, yes, but the bullet was actually a stray bullet. It wasn't an intentional bullet. But investigations are still on the way. We're going to ascertain later, and we'll find out exactly whether this indeed was a stray bullet or not. Now, another big story and sad news for Africa as well is that the singer Davido, Nigerian singer Davido, is actually mourning the loss of his son David Ifeanyi Adedeji Adeleke Jr. Now, according to NBC News, the 3-year-old kid died in an apparent drowning at their home in Lagos in a swimming pool, Nigeria, just last Monday, 31st of October, just 2 weeks after actually celebrating the guy's birthday, his 3rd birthday. Now, 8 members of the family members of the family staff actually were taken in for questioning, and 6 of them have been released so far at the time of us recording and having this podcast live right now. But according to Lagos police spokesman, the man called Benjamin, he said that the child's nanny and another unidentified person are still being questioned to ascertain if actually this indeed was truly drowning or otherwise. So now Benjamin confirmed actually that neither Davido nor the child's mother, Chioma Roland, were present during the incident. Now, I have my own feelings and opinion about this whole thing. However much I love the issue of women emancipation, I love the issue of women working. I think if the mother was at home, this particular, where this an accident happens anytime, but I think the kind of care the mother gives to the child is quite different from what the nan is actually to give. So however much I love women emancipation and everything, women working, I really think that a mother's role, especially a very young kid of just 3 years old, you must be at all times taking care of your child. But it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. That is the story we have for you in this particular episode of Good Downright Ugly. And ladies and gentlemen, I have for you the man himself. Viaras One Stone is a legend. Ladies and gentlemen, without wasting any time, let's get to a segment immediately where we have the man himself, Viaras One Stone, joining us live right now.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us one more time. Like I said, my name is Jousy Joshua Kooko, and this is the HardLock Podcast, episode number 7. And I am at Triplex Hotels. Ladies and gentlemen, without wasting any further time, as you know, like I told you previously, we are the segment where we have the man himself joining us now, Viaras One Stone. Viaras, pum, 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 bah, rah, 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 rah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
What are you on, man?
Ina barga fa zo do be do jere.
Okay.
Iridimu.
Don't.
Badile ere. Badile ere. Iridimu dale.
Okay. That is from one of the songs of actually Viaras. It's called Magic, and it's one of the lines. Now, Viaras, man, it's been a while. How are you doing? How's the family? How's you? How's life?
Man, everything is fine. Family is fine.
Okay.
Life is just kicking.
Wow.
Good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, for those who don't know, Viaras actually is an artist in Western region. He's a guy who does a lot of reggae music and other kinds of music as well, but he loves reggae so much and raga and those dancehall and everything. Now, he's been in the industry for over 12 years. He's been in this game, so I'm talking to the right person. He understands, he knows what he's doing. So without any time, Viaras, I want to say you're most welcome to the HardLock Podcast.
Thank you very much. How
do you feel about this whole set? How do you feel about the HardLock Podcast?
I'm enjoying myself. It's good. Yeah.
And by the way, one of these we're going to start looking for sponsors. We need sponsors for this one. This is probably the very first time I'm saying we need sponsors for this show. But regardless, what does, first of all, the word One Stone in your name mean? You're called Viaras One Stone. What does One Stone mean?
That is something which is very strong, very hard. Yeah, that is a stone, one stone. It's just one, but very strong.
Okay.
Yeah.
In other words, the cornerstone.
Exactly.
Put at the corner to support the whole house.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I'm not going to play games with you here. This is the HardLock Podcast. We're not here to play games. Now, this guy has been a duo. He had a duo. He was there was a colleague he had called Endy Joe and his Viaras. So they had a collabo, like the late Mose Radio and Weasel. That's exactly what these guys were doing. It was that kind of setup. Now, after nearly 7 years of working together, now you and Endy Joe actually broke out. Now, your music partner, you guys broke up, and I can say it is one of the most disorganized manners in breaking up. I'll explain to you why. Because you didn't give us prior announcements, tell us, hey, we're going to have this. You didn't put a press conference. We know the likes of Sauti Sol. We know the likes of BTS. They announced that they're going to break up and then maybe come back later. But you guys woke up one morning, you're like, yeah, fuck it, we're done. Very disorganizing for me, I think, for this industry.
Actually,
what was the problem? Was it money? Was it women? What was the problem?
First of all, let me correct you there.
Yes.
It's not disorganizing.
Yes.
In Western Isle, the music is growing.
Yes.
That is the fact.
Yes.
Then secondly, the way we break up is not disorganizing. During that time, there is in Western Isle, there is nothing like, I would say, press conference. Okay. They were rare.
Okay.
You see that?
But there was at least social media anyway.
Even
Facebook.
Even the journalists, they never take time to come to us that what happens. They never take that time. That shows that is actually what Western Isle, what Arua is lacking.
At that particular time.
Exactly.
Okay, so, but let's get to the reason. Why did you guys break up? Many people break up because of women and money.
Everyone has his own choice.
Okay.
You can decide what is good for you.
Okay.
As long as you feel you are comfortable with it. So, maybe it is me or maybe it is Endy who decided that, I need to try something else.
Solo career.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is what happened.
So there's no particular reason instead you've given us.
Some things are private.
Okay, so you're keeping the reasons private.
Yeah.
Well, he keeps it private. I'm going to bring Endy Joe one of these days here, and probably he's going to tell us exactly why they broke up. But he says probably the differences, what we call ideological differences, maybe. Now, when you guys are breaking up, though, we had the fear because if you picture Mose Radio and Weasel, this guy was playing the part of Weasel Manizo. And now Endy Joe was the vocalist who was doing the part of the late Mose Radio, for example. Now, when you guys split, did you have fears of how will I manage it out there on my own? Because we always know that if the group like that splits, it's always the vocalist who suffers the industry. You, the Weasel Manizo, you suffer like he's doing right now. Weasel is really suffering. Did you have those fears?
Actually, let me correct you there.
Yeah.
When I started the music, I started it one stone, one person.
Yes.
So reaching some point, when I came up with that idea of being a duo, it was, Buju has some good songs. Whereby in those songs, there are some collabos he did with Better Salmon, who is a vocalist.
Yeah.
He did a collabo with the Wine Wonder, which is he's also a vocalist.
Yeah.
So when that thing when I was looping into that thing, I was so interested. Then I started following up. I came to Chakademas and Pliers. Those guys were doing good.
Yes.
I said, why don't I introduce something new to the Western Isle industry?
Okay.
So, unfortunately, I introduced it. It worked and it never worked
Okay.
the way we expected it.
So the question is, when you were leaving, did you have fears that it was probably going to be hard for you to get out in the industry because the vocalist was Endy Joe?
In my life, I don't want to fear anything, because if I want something, I go for it.
But you see, you're still dodging the story. The question is, did you have fears or you didn't have fears?
I don't have fear. I don't have fear.
Okay.
That is just very clearly. I don't have fears.
Okay.
Because if I want something, I just...
And that is true, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I have with me here the man himself, Viaras One Stone here. Now, to back up his statement of being afraid, I can assure you that after the split of these guys, his solo career has almost been more successful than that of Endy Joe. For those who don't know who Endy Joe is, go on YouTube and find out these guys together, Endy Joe and Vairas. Now, you've done amazing hits like Saba Saba, Ngiri Ngiri, Odila, and many others, which are going to perform here.
Boda Boda Man.
Yeah.
For my Boda Boda guys.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that is it.
So, what special did you do to survive and the industry when you went on your own now? Why did you become so successful, almost more than the person we thought would be more successful?
Okay. One thing is, I know I have that talent to do anything in music.
Yeah.
Then two, respect.
Yeah.
And love. I have those things. The moment you have those things, respect, love, if you have those things,
the rest
nothing.
Is history.
Yeah, I love to work with people. That's why you see those guys like Vic Lick, those guys like West B, guys like Impress Gwala, which is new in the scene, Top C, Queen C. It's all about respecting and loving.
You have an upcoming Listeners Launch.
Yeah.
And let's talk about your EP.
Yeah.
Now, you've done an amazing EP. You've been in this industry for all these years. Your EP is set to happen on the 26th of November. That's when you're dropping it at Heritage Court Arua.
Exactly.
Tell us about it, market it, and what should people expect?
First of all, that EP is something very special, and it's going to be historical.
Oh, yeah.
Why I'm saying it's going to be historical is first of its kind.
Yeah.
I see. It's
first of this kind of what? But spoken organized the listeners' party.
It never organized EP.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It never organized
First time of everything, small things.
Yeah. Something is like I'm sending a message to everyone, the stakeholders, the fans, everyone.
Yeah.
That is what I'm trying to do. How we should package ourselves. Even the same message goes to everyone in this industry.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think it's a good thing, and it's a good introduction to new things in our industry.
Yeah, it's good. Now we have a rumor that actually that on that very same day, this guy is taking one of the most. I think if you ask me, I'm going to watch my words or whatever I'm going to say. But I think for me, if you ask me, I think that would be it's a very stupid risk you're about to take by coming to play. Shiba Karunji is about to be in town. I'm not abusing you. I'm just saying the idea of having an event. Shiba Karunji is in town.
Do you think?
And you
hold on.
On 26th of November.
Do you think?
That's crazy, man.
Do you think what it to be in Terego? Is it a mistake?
No, it's not.
Yeah, that is the same thing.
Okay.
That is me, One Stone.
But the question is, what special are you doing to make sure that you out compete? Because at the end of the day, we need numbers.
I have a good art,
Okay, nice. Wow.
good music,
Okay.
good DJs who are going to be there, good artists, then a connection with the people
Yeah.
whom I'm targeting.
Yes.
Like stakeholders are moving around to these stakeholders.
Yes.
Because this is time for sending a message.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. And we're about to get done with this interview, but I can tell you, for those who do not know who Vairas is, this guy is one of the most amazing people in this world. He's a very cool guy. In fact, I've known this guy for almost 10 years now, and he's one of the best and most respectful artists in this region. He understands the game. He knows what the hell he's doing. So I want to thank you so much for taking your time to come to us here, to sit with us and talk to your fans. Before we go anywhere, I want you to choose a camera, either this camera right here or that camera right there. Sell yourself to your fans, speak to your fans, look at them and speak to them.
You know,
It's yours.
for me, I like to go straight.
Yes.
So you said this camera and this camera.
Yes.
I want to go straight.
Let's go.
First of all,
Yeah.
I want to thank all my fans who has been there from day one up to today, who has been there for the Buffalo Camp music.
Oh,
which
yes.
is,
Buffalo Camp.
Like we said, we come from far, we are going very far. That is
Yeah.
the best thing. If you want to get these boys' videos, go
Yeah.
to YouTube channel,
Uh-huh.
type Viaras One Stone. However is what you can download.
Can they
them.
find you on social media? Your social media handles?
Viaras One Stone still. You type, you get Viaras One Stone. Everything Viaras One Stone. Unialo. Wati.
Ba kwere kipenza ngoti terego de sema mashua nira vare terego ne and my no opportunity for because aforka sama ya rodia so le no opportunity for enjoy me back keep America me look participate ba vi na manapi very keep. Now for those who do not know, we're just switching to our local language real quick before we get to the segment where Vairas is going to perform. He needs to speak to his fans. For those who are in diaspora,
Okay, da.
this is your guy. Let's go.
Akena.
Hey.
Todos outros inzata derujole. Mba tergotis mono tadidol tergotis idudira moji mondu dipidulare.
Hey, Tomara.
Mitaba
Ito Domara.
no mba tergotis amata de la tergotis ala.
Orfo. Sorry,
Oh.
ito Donamara.
Ma fane amvele ma ba ma lepi amve ma music lepi de ongo lepi de. O de fe mina mboro emene mongo e supporter si ipi de amu ne pa zubu uriku uri amadru bararu uriyo ama mu ya famani lere. So mi amu at least idu afaze aluminuto mvizo aturindi odufambo.
Now, tickets, how much are tickets? For
Tickets,
the EP 26th of November.
Tickets for the platinum, it's a 500, 6 people.
Let's go.
Gold, it's 300, 4 people per table. VIP 50 and ordinary 20. Then for my students,
They want
for
to come.
me, I favor all the generations.
Yeah.
So for that, it's 10,000, but it's 10,000. Take that, but you know what I'm speaking about.
If you don't have an ID, don't come. Don't waste our time. Murife, just run.
You can talk because everyone has a story to tell.
Yeah.
Actually, that's where the EP is called Where I'm From.
Where I'm from.
Yeah. So everyone has a story to tell.
My friend, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate so much the good work you're doing. I really appreciate your personality as well. Without wasting any time, ladies and gentlemen, now we're going to get to a segment where Vairas is performing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's switch right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Viaras One Stone. We come from far, we are going here far. This is Viaras One Stone in HardLock with Jousy Joshua Kooko. Bless!
Elvis Dutch on the beat.
Make way. Move for pass. Vairas out of it, you know. I think get a love and the people need it love. I think get a respect, people need it love. I think get a yamidi. Sound it. Bali wana saba nimefika. Baba liruka watu yote waliruka. Bali sao watu yote numa. Mama yora, badi adibeko, awara walaka. Awara njole dio, awara pale dio. Badi adibeko. 62 asianjwa fi Uganda, kumbe wapi ndio kazi ya wazungu. Teda mavuti ya oboteri biji, 71 kini manga mu Singapore. kumbe wapi amini kusaketi 79 was Tanzania nifika kufukuza amini wa support ya British saba na kabila 10 ti 10 na ngapi ti 12 for the God on my country right all my people need some peace really peace they wanna see the good of peace all them Arua Tanzania Kampala Virus speaking out waliwana saba nimefika babaliruka watu yote waliruka walizao watu yote noma mama yora badi adibeku awara walaka awara njoledio awara baledio badi adibeku badi adibeku what you wanna see is a peace and love. Vultures are looking for flash and blame. Children are looking for peace and love. Rats and dogs take away the city. Amini Mura, Beretas Libya, Dere Uganda, kuna askari twako, Kampala capital, askari twayo, Etwaka Bombo, Barracks out, MP4 Division Gulu, askari twayo, Bondona Gilgili, askari twayo. Awara Babia BC, Bofa Power and the Kidira. Back in those days, when everyone wants to fight and get the power, it's a blessing. That's we are happy living. Waliwana saba nimefika, babaliruka watu yote waliruka, walizao watu yote noma, mama yora badi adibeku awara walaka. Sound awara njoledio, awara baledio, badi adibeku. Fire helicopters a flow after me. I don't wanna gun salute. Altar players. Innocent people really run after me. Fire like Saba head over me. Hypocrites Babylon are running after me. Walk on the street with the magic gun always. Do you mind tell me why? I living in a peace is a nice thing. I living in love is a nice thing. People really want to be in love. I really wanna be in a love. Uganda, Africa, Europe, Asia, Sudan, Congo. Everybody wanna be in love. One love, oh I, so much love, so much peace, Jah created one love. Everyone want to be in peace. Rastafari. Children smiling day, them want to be in peace. Alright, Jano waliwana saba nimefika, babaliruka watu yote waliruka, walizao watu yote noma, mama yora badi adibeku awara walaka, awara njoledio, awara baledio, badi adibeku.
Yes. Sin out a dung in a fire, you know, all time virus loving. Bless. So sweet. My love. Odila. Just take me as I am, and just take you as you are. Odila. Hey. Long time I used to write this letter to you. See with a beautiful smile. I'm so privileged. Menopause of my baby, I'm so privileged. Menopause of me baby, Odila. Yeah. My heart keep melting when I see you, with a glamorous face, glittering eyes. I'm so loved.
as I am. I'll just take you as you are. Odila, Odila, Odila. Hey, oh. Odila. Mutwara kukundi. Odila. Mutwara kukundi. Odila. You deserve a wedding ring. Oh, you deserve a happiness. Odila. Me and Rilanda, me a tini dile. Me a tilanda, me and Rini dile. I let her put the mirror yo. Odila. You are so beautiful, African queen. Odila, Odila, Odila. Just take me as I am. I'll just take you as you are. Odila, Odila, Odila. Hey, oh. Odila. Pastori sunga mani ringidi. Maratele benga mani teredi. Andere yanga mani nderedi. Mbado alodo beno dododo. Badidia. Mbado fianua. Badiri fianua. Oh, oh, oh. Odile peti kwambo. Pastori tokale ala. Oh, oh, oh. When the preacher man said, she say I do. He say I do. Yeah. A preacher man blessing them with the love and a happy family. Yeah. Odila, Odila, Odila. Just take me as I am. I'll just take you as you are. Odila, Odila, Odila. Yeah. Oh. Viaras One Stone, you know what this.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the man himself, Viaras One Stone Nialo. And remember to make sure that you be at his event on the 26th of November 2022 right here at the Heritage Courts. And he's going to be performing one of his amazing songs on the EP. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us one more time on this particular episode of the HardLock Podcast. My name is Jousy Joshua Kooko, episode number 7. Thank you so much. And next week, we have another amazing and big artist coming your way. So don't go away. Please remember to hit subscribe button, hit the like button, and drop a comment to let us know that we're doing an amazing job. Otherwise, I'm out of here.